everybody. Hi, it's Becky from powertoolswiththread.com. That's my blog. We just got home from closing on, we just refinanced our home. I got to give it to Rocket Mortgage. Man, they got it. It took longer to get the appraisal report than anything else, but it was still within a month, so that was pretty good. I can't believe the finance rate we got, and we saved over 6 figures on the life of the loan. Isn't that crazy? I love it. Hey, you know, smart money. You got to always see what you can do. We lowered our interest rate almost 2 percentage points, so that's quite a bit. Also, I know you guys have been wondering and worried about it, so I gotta let you know I found a dentist. And he's right here in town. I'm real happy. Oh, Blue, careful. Oh, my dog's stepping over my light cords. I'm like, oh, something's gonna fall. Okay, we will not pick up the new motorhome until May 12th. It is in make ready. You know, it needed some new door latches. It's a 2011, so it's 10 years old. It had a few things, but you guys, you just can't get parts. So it's going to be even 6 weeks until we can get new door latches and stuff. But there are a few things with it that need to be made ready. We're fine with that. We're not going anywhere anytime soon, so it'll be fine. So I want to tell you, I cannot believe the gorgeous Liberty quilts that are out there from Villa Rosa Designs, the recent quilt along that we did. They're all over on the Facebook page. They're being shown all over the internet. You guys, they are so pretty. I am so proud of you all for doing those. If you haven't gotten started on it, you need to get ready for the summer season coming up. And in case you are wondering, the flag panel behind me is no longer available. Last time I checked, it wasn't. Villa Rosa Designs got a bunch in and they sold them right out again. And so I don't think there are any more available. Oh, I gotta show you the cutest thing. Y'all remember when we had our Snowmageddon here in South Texas and everybody froze for a week and I was freaking out, no electricity. And my biggest fear was I wasn't going to be able to sew anything, so I ordered some cross-stitch kits. Let me show you what I did with those. I put them in a red case in case of emergency. Break glass. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I love it. It's sitting next to Spanky. I wanted to show you some new fabric that came in and get you up to date with where I am on some of my projects I've been working on. This row of the month by Lori Holt, I've been showing you guys this for months. This is what the quilt looks like. This is still a work in progress. This is not a UFO. I have not had an opportunity to work on it much because we did the Liberty quilt along and now I'm doing the Red, White, and Bloom from Kimberbell. So I really haven't had a chance to work on it, but it is still in the queue. So it's not a UFO, it's a WIP, work in progress. I refuse to let that become something other than a work in progress or finished because I really want to hang it here in my new room. Oh, I'm still not ready to do a full room reveal and take you around the room and everything. Keith is building a new cabinet for me for my scan and cut. And so he's going to make this new cabinet out of the same materials that my top, my table here is made out of, that he made for me. He wants to be in the video when we do the room reveal too, so that's kind of cool. I'll let him talk about the table he made for me, which is fabulous. Red, White, and Bloom. Lots of questions from you guys on that and lots of great questions from you guys. The biggest one I get most of the time is about the batting. If you are doing the background quilting, then the batting is included in the background quilting process. If you're not doing the background quilting, You would just put the blocks together just like a regular quilt top and then make a quilt sandwich with the top, the batting, and the backing. And then stitch in the ditch probably is how I'm going to stitch in the ditch anyway. I've been doing the batting because that's how it shows to do it in the directions. I actually can see myself creating a whole quilt sandwich in addition to the batting that's already in the blocks. I've been working on them because I need to get, you know, the editing and everything takes forever, and I don't need the stress of not having one for you every day or whatever. And I'm doing pretty well. I have gotten the star blocks and star border blocks. So here's the star blocks. These are done. And here's the star border blocks. One thing I will make a note of, I'm putting it in the video, but I'll go ahead and tell you right now. In the instructions for the pinwheels, I recommend, that's the stuff that goes on top of the pop bottles, those little pinwheels. I recommend that you change out your bobbin so that your bobbin is the same color as your top thread, okay? I'm gonna have to, I didn't do that, and I'm gonna have to touch mine up with some navy blue Sharpie. Not a big deal. Had I thought about it that the threads from the back would show on the front when you flipped over that thing, but I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? So anyway, and then Life is Sweet is done, and the watermelons are done. Now I'm going to mention this too on the first video. I go through the watermelon blocks, how to do machine applique, step by basic step, how to get your, you know, how to get the designs off the CD and move everything and get everything to a USB. I'm not going to do that on every video. I'm only going to do it on the watermelon video for the first time, and then we'll get moving and go through a bunch of these. So I've got all of these videos done already. I'm still in the editing process. The background quilting, a lot of you have emailed me, is it really necessary for the background quilting? No, it's not at all. And I understand that it's a big investment. You might consider, think about this, look at all the background quilting designs. Some of them are straight up and down, all right? And some of them are horizontal, just straight lines is all they are. You can do that on your sewing machine, right? And then some of them are really cute with little fireflies, or maybe there's little pennants, real cute little ones. Purchase those, and you can get them individually. You don't have to make the big investment to buy them all at one time. Although I will tell you that they are actually designed to be used on multiple Kimberbell products. So for those of you that drink the Kimberbell Kool-Aid, I understand you guys are like, hey, this is what they want and this is what I'm going to do, and that's great. And you want your finished product to look exactly like theirs, then go for it. But others I've heard from are looking for alternatives. You might consider not doing any of the background quilting at all, because even in the Firefly block, there is some little quilting designs, but it's completely up to you what you want it to look like. Oh, another thing about the background quilting, I'm going to tell y'all. In every other embroidery company that I've ever been around, if the design underneath it says 5x7, that means it fits in a 5x7 hoop. If the design says 4x4, that means it fits in a 4x4 hoop. That is not the case with these Kimberbell, the background quilting designs. Not the case at all. If it says 4x4, it's actually a 4.5 by 4.5 inch block, because it is including the 1/4 inch seam allowance on either side of the design. And when you put the batting in, the batting is a 1/4 inch smaller, top and bottom, than the actual block size, so that when you put your seam allowances together, you don't have batting in the seam allowances. That's the whole purpose behind that. So if you get a design, like it says 4x4 horizontal lines, that's not going to fit in a 4x4 hoop. You need to do it in your 5x7 hoop. So you kind of just need to keep that in mind when it comes to this. I will talk about this again, but Lori from Kimberbell went over it yesterday on their Tip Tuesday, and she explained the difference between the file name, which might be 4x4, and the actual design size that is 4.5 by 4.5. So don't think that you can do their 4x4 in a 4x4 hoop, because you can't. Also pay attention to those of you that have oval hoops. Some machines use oval hoops. Be careful that you don't whack off those corners. If you've got a rectangular design, you might whack off the corner. So you might have to do half and half in order to get them to fit right. There are instructions in the pattern on the CD of how to do the multiple hooping on the Firefly block. That's hard to say, you guys. So there's a lot of variables with the background quilting. I get it. I totally get it. Oh, also, I know a lot of you are jumping ahead too. If you are doing the background quilting, or maybe you're doing your own straight line quilting or whatever it is you want to do, maybe you're doing a stipple, whatever, and you don't use a software like Embrilliance or some other embroidery software, go ahead and just do the background quilting in the hoop. Don't take the hoop out of the machine, leave it right where it is, and then put in the new design and bring that in and just stitch it right on top of your old one. You don't have to take your first hooping out. That's kind of cool about that. Also, I recommend being careful about doing your chalk lines, as they say in the book. I don't do that. I am of the old school of finding center and using a target sticker of some sort that is a crosshair, even if it's just one of those stickers that you would put on a price tag at a garage sale, okay? Some sort of crosshair to mark center. I'll fold my fabric in half and bring the ends together, the sides together, and do a little clip on the fold, tiny little clip that will be cut away eventually, but that way I can mark top, bottom, side, side with all of the marks on the hoop. One more thing about red, white, and blue. Y'all, you know what I did? So I'm making a video on, a bunch of videos on just doing the embellishments. I made yo-yos for the cherries and did them by machine. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Because you know I'm not hand stitching those things. That ain't me. For those of you who don't do machine embroidery, you probably just watch my mouth go wah, 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 wah. It's fine, don't worry about it. Let's talk about fabric, okay? Do you want to see the cutest stinking fabric you've ever seen in your life? Who here has grandkids that wear glasses? Me. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is adorable. I saw this, snatched it right out. Now I got it from Villa Rosa Designs. Look at this. Look, aren't they cute? There's a giraffe, a fox, a deer, a rabbit. It's either a porcupine or a hedgehog and an elephant. How stinking cute. I love this panel. I got this and I got this stripe. This is part of the line. This is all called Wild and Free. Oh, look at the little glasses in the selvage. Isn't that precious? Did you guys know, those of you that are new quilters, the reason everything is a different color, these are all the colors that are included in this panel. You'll see an entire line of them. Usually there will be some sort of color in the selvage. Here's the giraffe print. This is from Wild and Free. I'll show you what I was talking about. Let's see. So this has glasses too, look. And it only has 2 pair. Can you see them? There's the darker orange and there's the yellow right there. Isn't that neat? And the reason they do that is so you can kind of match colors by what all is in the fabric. It'll tell you which colors are in there. This is going to be the binding. It is a yellow and orange dot. And this is going to be the backing. You guys, this is just precious. This is animals with glasses tossed. This is for Henry Glass. This is just adorable. See, here's the, there's your selvage colors again. Too cute. You guys, this is just so stinking cute. This is going to be the backing. I absolutely love this. And I am going to make, I went through my Villa Rosa Designs patterns today, and I'm going to make Liberty Bell with this particular fabric. So it's kind of hard to tell here, but let me cover these up. So the two lighter stripes, I'm going to use the black stripe for, and then the light blue squares, medium blue squares, and dark blue squares, I will use the panel fabric, and maybe even and the giraffe fabric on that. So I think that's going to look awesome. That'll be fun too. Super cute. So although this quilt is a little bit juvenile for my grandson, he's going to be 10. Oh, I'm making him the Spaceman. I'm going to show you guys. So here it is. Let me back up. There it is. Look at that. Didn't that come out cool? I've still got to get my design walls put up right. Okay. But look what I did. I'm going to show you guys. I used a 1/4 inch font in Brilliance from Designs by Jojo. His name is Calvin King. And then I scanned in the panel into my embroidery machine and put it right where I wanted it on the uniform, on the NASA spacesuit. How cool. So I'm going to have to do some pattern manipulation. I don't think, I made the panel 42 like it suggested, and the pattern set approximately. So see how it's a little short down there? I'm going to have to fix all that. And that's going to require me to change out the height of the panel, the length of the panel, and hopefully I don't have to fiddle with the sashing. I just think this is awesome. I love that. Is such a cool quilt. He and his dad have been watching everything about the rover landing and all that, so pretty neat. And for those of you who haven't seen it, there is Liberty all done. I still need to get it quilted, and I have some professional grommets. Yes, I'm going to poke holes in it, and I'm going to put grommets in there and hang it from our deck at the coast outside. Beautiful. Turned out so pretty. Also, I got a Missouri Star Daily Deal the other day, and it was on Sanctuary. It is a gorgeous layer cake by Three Sisters for Moda. Look at this. Isn't this just beautiful? Oh my gosh, looks like my grandma's old couch or her curtains or something. Beautiful pinks, just beautiful colors, creams. So pretty, lots of pinks. Oh, the florals are so pretty. And this stripe, I just love this. Oh, look at that. These are so pretty. This is just such a girly quilt. I might have to make this one for myself and keep it. This is something that I would just love. So, gonna be quick to put together. I bought, it's called Tranquil Yardage. It is the cream with the teal or aqua dot. And then here is that pink on peach stripe binding. So I'm going to make Tuscan Sun from Villa Rosa Designs. I like this. There are no bias seams in there, and I will show it to you. There, you can see the pattern a little bit better. It calls for 40 10-inch squares and 20 5-inch squares. So take it from that. 40 10-inch squares, so an entire layer cake, and 20 5-inch squares. I think this will just be gorgeous. It'll look like a spa quilt. So pretty. Won't go with a thing in my house. I don't care. But I'm keeping it. I'll probably keep this one for me. I just love it. Oh, I promised a giveaway. So remember me talking about that really awesome free motion long armor in West Virginia, Debi Chips? She sent this to me to give away to you. And since we are getting ready to start the Kimberbell's Red, White, and Bloom, I'm going to give away a set of Kimberbell's Orange Pop rulers. These are the square rulers. Thank you, Debbie. We really appreciate it. It's awesome. These are great for fussy cutting. It comes with a 4.5, 6.5, 8.5 inch square, and there is another set of rulers in here with some little dots in there to keep them from moving around. So if you would like to win this, please leave a comment below and let me know you'd like to win it. Today is April 21st, 2021. It is a Wednesday. I will keep this open until Sunday, April 25th at 5 p.m. Central. Also, be sure to check our Power Tools with Thread Facebook group, because I will announce it in the Facebook group. And if you would subscribe to my blog, powertoolswiththread.com, I will also announce the winner on there. I will close off entries at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, April 25th, 2021. And you have to leave a comment below this video. If you comment on the Facebook group, it doesn't count. And if you comment on my blog, it doesn't count. Or Instagram or any of that kind of stuff. You have to leave a comment below this video. So if you're watching it on your TV, pick up your phone, pull it up, and then underneath the video, and you will see like a ... or a down arrow or something, and you can click on comments and leave a comment. And you need to be signed into your YouTube account in order to be able to leave a comment, okay? All right, you guys, that's it. This has been a long one. I got so much going on. Okay, we will talk to you soon. Good luck. Go say something. Bye.